Welcome back, everybody. Mad Apple Streaming, bringing you the Wisconsin State Foosball Tournament here in Mad Apple Burger and Billy Coat. Got a couple new people in the booth. We're going to be swapping people out in the booth all day long, so stay tuned and get some shares in, and let's get this match underway. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
So we got a quick switch up in the booth here, folks. We got Josh Yeager. Matt Weber actually had to go and ref the match, so they're about to begin here. Taso with a nice wall. And that was that back pin, folks. It's been on fire. Good D there from Todd.
I guess, how long have you been playing?
So I've actually been playing, Matt Weber is my mentor. I've been playing for about 9 months right now. And we actually do have a world champion in the booth with us today, Mr. Josh Yeager.
Yeah, we know how long he's been playing.
Absolutely.
Since, I don't know.
I was just checking the trophies today. My first IFP tournament, I believe, was 2018.
It's your first trophy, but...
Yeah,
But when did you start?
But that's when I started playing IFP tournaments. I've been playing foosball for 20-plus years now, but I didn't travel to a tournament until 2017.
Oh, wow, yeah.
When Wisconsin State was up in Medford, Wisconsin.
Looks like we do have a discrepancy here in the game. Not quite sure what they're talking about, but consulting Matt Weber.
I want to say what's going on is Taso performs quite a bit of jarring when he shoots his ball. So... by all means, a shooter can jar his own shot, but I think what they might be arguing is whether he's still jarring after the shot is missed, because then the goalie could potentially have it in his zone and have the opportunity to get the ball, and Taso would be jarring it out of there, at which point that is a jar when it is in the other zone. So during a shot, you can jar your own shot. If it goes in, there's no argument to be had. But
it looks like Taso just readjusted the table, so there might be a little table slippage going on to cause that jar. Or
wait, what's a jar for anybody who doesn't know foosball at all?
So I guess I'll give my beginner description of it first. A jar, from my understanding, is when a pass is trying to be completed and the player on the defense either slams the wall with their bumper or does something to throw off the catch of the offensive player. So
okay.
It's basically preventing the offensive player to catch a ball he should have been able to catch. Is that correct, Josh?
That is correct.
Woo!
Now, a jar can happen, at any point in time, though. So it's not necessarily on a pass and a catch. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what's happening here. It looks like they're trying to smooth out, like the table's definitely moving.
Yep. Saw a readjustment there from Taso. It looks like they're getting back to it. Todd will start us off from the back. Couple shorts from the push side from Roger. Taso's all over him. Did the table move just there? Guess they got Matt Weber calling it, so he'll say something if something happens.
Ultimately, you want your ref with his hand on the table, but I think this jar is big enough that you can call it from just looking at it. But we'll see here what happens as this match goes along. That wasn't so bad at all. I think that was very acceptable.
He took some off of it that time, though. We'll see if that affects him down the stretch.
Once it's discussed, that can get in your head, too.
Right.
Ooh. I was watching him in the match prior to this. He's got everything that you need in a back pin. He just doesn't have the corners. He has some dinks, too. He can Pretty sure he was doing some sort of straights, just trying to hit the straight hole. So he's got
good pull shot there or snake pull from Brandon. Puts him up 2-0. That's 3 in a row. Building some momentum there.
And if you're live with us today, let us know how it looks and sounds in chat here. It's been a year since we've tried to do this with Foosball, but it's working out a lot. You guys just moved that table a lot compared to a pool table, I tell you that much.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Some players more than others, like you're saying.
Yeah, some people definitely get into their pull shots, and you'll see bars bending, tables moving. Here's another back pin. Seems like Taso's catching on to that short push that Roger's trying from the back there.
lucky pass.
Got it back through, though. Find a way, I think they say, right, Josh?
Yep. That's how I catch it. That's how I get possession. Very scrappy match going on.
Definitely possession battle at this point.
Are there any expected finalists for the final four kind of thing? Final two? Any guesses?
The team I predicted to win, I think, got knocked into the loser's bracket by Taso. That was Will and Daryl, but I'm sure they'll climb back up.
Yep, that's a very strong team. I would say Taso is probably a front runner as well.
Agreed.
It looks like, I mean, this other team is being very competitive with them, so I mean they could very well be in that top bracket as well.
Confirm, clarify, this is the beginner open?
Correct, beginner doubles, yep.
Yep.
So playing for the king seat here.
I'm going to check and see where it's at right now.
Should be getting pretty close to, pretty deep in the tournament. Push side just outside there.
This is the king seat match,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, folks. Kind of throw it in here. This is the king seat match. I believe. Yes.
So the team that moves on from here will play the winner of the losers bracket, correct?
The team that loses this match will have to go back and play the losers bracket. Correct. And
Okay.
the team that wins will play then the winner of that match.
Right.
Currently, Will and Daryl are waiting for the loser of this match.
I would imagine that's a double elim kind of thing. The losers bracket has to win twice.
So, yeah, exactly. So that's what these guys are playing
Correct.
for here, the king seat. So that actually means the loser or their opponent in the championship will have to beat them twice. And Brandon hits a great snake pull to win 5-0. Wow. It looks like Brandon's got a nice snake, mixing it up from pull to push.
I honestly think the wisest choice Brandon made was calling for a rep before the match even began. It's
Absolutely.
Clearly, I watched Taso in a game before this, and they were much more structured and
Absolutely.
relaxed on the table and just kind of kind of dominating his shot, and I think it's gotten to him. We'll see if this little bit of a break can shake some of that off.
That backpin's just not going for him like it used to be.
I'm waiting for, like, he was throwing some dinkers at Will and Daryl, waiting to see
Getting
one
to
of
that
those.
middle.
Yep. Because once he can get into that goalie's mind and throw some middles at him, then the goalie doesn't know what to do.
Right.
It's easy on a backpin shot just to guard the corners on a guy, but as soon as he can prove that he can do that middle or even a 3/4, then you're in trouble.
Yep.
Which Taso hasn't kind of been able to do yet. We'll see what he has for us here. There it is.
There's the middle.
So now that should get in his head. That should definitely gain him some momentum.
That's their first goal of this match.
Correct. If Brandon keeps on firing, I think it got blocked
Ricochet off
and
the
then
wall?
ricocheted off of something. There it is.
There
See,
it
that's
is. Heating
exactly
up.
what just happened. We're normally Roger would have just jumped right to that pull side as he was before. Now that strike got into his head for sure.
Yeah,
And
that
he
pull
held
looked wide
straight.
open.
Yep.
Good block there from Todd.
Ooh, wise choice. He just missed the shot on the push.
A little back and forth here.
Push kick from Roger.
He likes that push kick. Tasso's been all over it, though. There's a nice pass up
Very
the
nice
wall.
pass.
Brandon walks.
Oh.
Nice pull. Looked like he had a hitch push there. Taso trying to push it fast through the 5-bar. Ooh. Almost made him eat it. This is where Brandon's been deadly, folks. Yep, just like that.
Unstoppable.
Went from pull, switched it up to a push. Easy as pie. Ooh.
There it is. The dink.
Dink middle. Fooled him.
That'll get in his head for sure.
Should open up the corners a little bit for him. But now that he knows he's looking for corners, who knows?
I think at this point they need to keep away from Brandon, but as you can see, he's got the ball again,
That
and
is a
he
difficult
has
job.
been on fire. I just might have jinxed him a little.
Announcer's jinx there.
The commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Here we actually call it the Mad Apple misfire.
Okay.
All right.
Heard that. Little misfire there.
He's got it again, though.
Can he redeem himself? Got it. That was a nice looking snake shot, folks, for beginner doubles. Ooh,
This could be
steal
it,
right
folks.
back to the 3-bar.
For the king seat. There it is.
Great push shot.
Wow, dominant.
Wow. Well done.
Very dominant. What was that, 5-0, 5-1, 5-2?